Gladius, Beast of the Night, is the very first Night Lord you will face in Elden Ring Night Reign, and is the gatekeeper between you and 6 other Night Lords. Hi boys, I'm Chris Crass. I beat this guy multiple times solo and with teams, and I'm here to bring you an actually useful boss guide. Also, if you see me fisting the boss and taking no damage, that's cause I kept killing him too fast and needed cheats to record more footage. With that said, carry a holy weapon if possible, and let's get straight into it. Starting off phase 1, the first tip I have for you is to punish dash attacks. This includes the running bite, and the dashing headbutt move. Once you see them, you can roll through it once, and they'll let you land at least one attack with any weapon. These are your most common punish windows, as they can appear either by themselves or at the end of a bunch of combos. Another big tip is to watch when it backs off. The boss likes doing this a lot, but there's a good reason for that. Whenever it does it, it is almost certainly preparing to do a move, whether it's the aforementioned dash attack, or literally 4 of the 5 instances he ever uses his sword. No, I'm not joking. This little funny thing that the dog likes to do, yeah, that is a mega tell. Practically signaling to you, hey, I'm gonna go do a thing now. Let's then move on to the sword attacks. In phase 1, there's only 3 variations, so let's cover those first. The first one is the double horizontal swings. This move only appears once the boss backs off, so once you see it, dodge these 2 sword swings plus the dash attack follow-up for a safe punish. The second one is the 360 spin. This can appear after the boss backs off, or as a follow-up to his left-right bite, which we'll talk about later. Either way, just like the first, it ends with a punishable dash attack. Though, be a bit careful with this one. Dodging early can easily roll catch you. And finally, we have the slam. This makes the sword go way up, and holy crap dude, hear me out. As soon as you see it, super sprint straight into it and just wail on him. The attack will completely miss you and the recovery doesn't have a hitbox, giving you a huge punish window. Try it out for yourself, and you'll thank me later. Moving on though, we've got a few more things to cover before we talk about phase 2, most of which consisting of close range melee attacks that have 2 to 3 hit combos. One of them being this horizontal bite combo, which can chain into the 360 sword attack. Though one thing to note is that the sword only comes out when the attack goes from left to right and never right to left. Another attack he has are these reeling head slams. If you're not careful, you'll get hit by this annoying follow-up. However, dodge to the side and it'll completely miss you. He also has this 2-piece forward bite combo, which can be indicated when 2 heads open their mouths and 1 doesn't. Though I'm not gonna lie, it comes up pretty fast, so it's a bit hard to react to. Now let's talk about the fire breath attack. In my first playthrough, this confused me and my friends quite a bit. However, after a bit of observation, I can confidently say that to dodge it, you should pay attention to the middle head and dodge as soon as it leans downwards. And also, that it's an extremely fast-moving projectile, meaning the direction you roll in does not matter. The other thing is the grab attack, and honestly, it's pretty simple to dodge. Just wait until all the mouths glow purple, and then hit the button. Though this attack leaves them open for so long that you can actually just run away, run back in, and still land an attack. Oh, and I forgot to mention this boss's weakness to holy damage. As of this moment, I'm not exactly sure about how the holy stagger works, nor do I know his exact resistance to it. From what I could gather, my guess is that it depends on how much holy damage you can inflict on the boss. Whether or not it has a timer like the stand system, I do not know yet. But anyway, let's finally talk about phase 2. This triggers around 60% HP and splits the bosses into 3. In my opinion, this is the perfect time to use a damage-dealing ult, as the wolves will always be bundled together upon the immediate split. Multiple enemies means multiple targets, so might as well multiply your damage by 3. It also just helps you kill time, which can be especially useful as a solo player. Like, I only have ult footage of Wilder and Executor, but I'm pretty sure Iron Eye's ult would work wonders as well. However, if you'd like to save your ult for when they recombine, that's not a bad idea either. After that very first part of the phase though, strategies vary wildly. If you're doing this in teams, I recommend taking 1 doggo each. But if you're doing it solo, you probably just want to run. As for the movesets in this phase, it is mostly similar to phase 1. There's just 3 of them now. One thing to note though, is to pay attention to Alpha Wolf. This is the one with the sword still dangling on its back, and he calls the shots. If he roars, he's signaling the others to attack, and signaling you to run. With that said, this phase isn't too long. I timed the footage across multiple fights, and the boss often spends about 50 to 60 seconds before merging once more. When they do, they will always return to Alpha Wolf, so if you happen to be near him as he's resummoning them, you might just be able to land a few more attacks. This brings us to the final phase, and I'm not gonna lie, if you know what you're doing, this fight becomes so much easier. For one, the fire drag that he does is not as scary as you think it is. Just super sprint to the side and it'll always miss you. I'm not even sure if I needed that jump at the end. Apart from that, chain attacks 1 and 3 get a follow-up attack. which actually makes the fight significantly easier, believe it or not. Simply super sprint behind either one of these moves, and the follow-up will completely miss, giving you the single largest punish opening in the entire fight. These strafes are actually so good, I struggle to keep the boss alive after I've done 2 of them. Besides that though, the entire rest of the moveset is identical to Phase 1. And yeah, that's the Gladius guide done. If this video helped you out, make sure to let me know by liking, subscribing, and leaving a comment. Share this video with anyone who might be struggling with Gladius, and I hope you have a great day. Also, here's the full fight for anyone curious, I guess.
Didn't even use my strongest weapon, baby.